Alright everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to my channel. On September 6th, two new GPUs was launched by AMD, which were the RX 7700 XT 12GB GPU, as well as the RX 7800 XT 16GB GPU. Those GPUs were launched, and that will be the end of the RDNA3, because we all know they're moving on to the new GDDR7 memory for the GPUs, and you're going to see a whole new lineup of GPUs coming out sometime next year around Q2 or Q3. So, AMD has completed the RX 7000 lineup with the last two GPUs adding to the lineup, which is the RX 7700 XT and the RX 7800 XT. Now, in this video here, I did a price list comparing those three GPUs with the RX 7600. I said to myself that I was not going to be doing another price list, but I couldn't leave the RX 7000 series hanging without doing a price list for newcomers coming into the market as a content creator, or it just build you a nice system. You come home from work and you want to play your games on the weekend, from entry level, mid level, and high end. So now in this price list here, I teamed it up on two of them on the AM4 platform, because these GPUs are PCIe Gen 4 X16. Now I know that everything is backwards compatible. Y'all probably said, Ron, why you did not use the AM5? Because I didn't have to. Why? Because the AM4 is still a good market motherboard in 2023. And if y'all think it's going anywhere, it is not. It is budget friendly for a lot of people who's on a budget trying to build a system. And that's the main thing I looked out for on the consumer level, is keep it budget friendly to where you can build you a nice, good, comfortable system and you have no issues with any performance. Now, keep in mind, I did put some videos from other creators that benchmark the GPUs, and I guarantee you that the performance is there on the RX 7600, the 7700 XT, as well as the 7800 XT. Now, just like I said, I teamed it up with the AM4 platform as well as the AM5 platform, and I also have another list that will be in the description below. You can click on the price, click on the PC Part Liquor website list in the description below, and you can go ahead and purchase the parts if you think that is good, because that is teamed with the Intel i9 13900K. That's on the 1700 motherboard. Enough talking. Let's get right into the first price list. Alright everybody, we are on the AMD Ryzen 5800 X3D. Now y'all keep in mind I'm using the X3D's CPUs because those are the better gaming chip. And the other one will be on the Ryzen 9 5900X. I'm keeping it budget friendly. These are all full complete builds that you buy the monitor and the gaming keyboard, as y'all been saving up enough money as y'all get ready to build your system. Now, the CPU is the AMD Ryzen 7 5800 X3D, coming in at $323.04. The CPU cooler is the Deepcool LS520, coming in at $89.99. The motherboard is the Gigabyte B550M Aros Elite, coming in at $109.99. The memory is the G-Skill Ripjaw V32GB DDR4 4400 MHz CL19, coming in at $83.40. The storage is the Western Digital Black SN770 1TB, coming in at $50.99. The graphic card is the XFX Speedster Swift 210 Radeon RX 7600 8GB card. So like I said, this is the 8GB card. It has PCIe Gen 4 X8 PCIe lanes, and this is your mid-level gaming rig. If you want to play a couple of games and you want, or you can say, you know what, I got my new entertainment system, I can watch my Netflix, Hulu. This GPU will not let you down on your 4K television. This GPU is coming in at $257.99. The case is a Deepcool CH370 Micro ATX mid-tower case, coming in at $62.99. The power supply is the Silverstone Strata 700 watt 800 plus bronze certified fully modular ATX power supply, coming in at $99.71. Of course, I kept it on Microsoft 10 because I'm not a big fan of Microsoft 11. But if you want Microsoft 11, in the description there is a link video by a content creator showing you how to download both Windows 10 and Windows 11 on a flash drive, and you can install it on your M.2. The case, friends, is the Deepcool FC120 3-pack 120mm fans, coming in at $43.31. The monitor is the Gigabyte G27Q 2560 by 1440 144 MHz, coming in at $229.99. The keyboard is my favorite apparel company, Red Dragon keyboard K552 RGB with the gaming optical mouse. It's a combo package, coming in at $48.98. The total of this build is $1,400.38, keeping it well under $1,500. You cannot go wrong with this sale. If you think this is not a good price list for you, post your comments in the section below. What would you change out to better his or her needs? Next price list is the AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D, coming in at $399. The CPU cooler is the ID Cooler Zoom Flow, coming in at $71.23. The motherboard is the Azeroth B650M HDV M.2 Micro ATX AM5 motherboard, coming in at $124.99. The memory is the G-Skill Ripjaw 64GB 232GB sticks at 6000 MHz CL36, coming in at $164.99. The storage is Crucial T700 with the heatsink, 1TB M.2 2280 PCIe 5.0 NVMe, coming in at $167.99. The video card is Gigabyte Gaming OC Radeon RX 7700 XT 12GB graphic card, coming in at $449.99. The case is the Deepcool CH370 Micro ATX mid-tower case, coming in at $62.99. The power supply is the Cooler Master MWE Gold 850 watts certified fully modular, coming in at $95.99. Y'all keep in mind, I try my best to find a decent power supply that is not overpricey, but this is what we're dealing with now. We're dealing with high-end computer PC components, and I can't go around it myself. If I was in the market myself, redoing the whole system, this is what I have to deal with. So if y'all could go to your local market center, you might catch a deal here and there. And the monitor is the Gigabyte G27Q 27-inch 2560 by 1440p 144 Hz, coming in at $229.99. And of course, the Red Dragon keyboard, the K552, with the gaming optical mouse. It's coming in at $48.98. The total of this build is $1,859.45. Now, y'all keep in mind, all these are full all-out builds. This is the Ryzen 7 7800X3D. To him and her, post your comments on this price list. If you think it's a good price list for you, if you think you can change some parts out, what would you change out? Post your comments below on this price list using the Ryzen 7 7800X3D. And what would you be changing out just to benefit your needs? Last but not least, this one is on the AM4 platform. I'm using the Ryzen 9 5900X. And you can't go wrong with this here. So I'm not really worried about how I'm teaming them up with. Just like I said, the AM4 and the AM5 platforms is still are out. Everybody focuses on new gear, but you don't have to. You decide what's best for you as you build your PC. So I did the price list for you. This is the last one, and it's on the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X, coming in at $349. The CPU cooler is the MSI Mag Core Liquid 240R V2, coming in at $89.99. The motherboard, the MSI MPG B550 Gaming Plus ATX AM4 motherboard, coming in at $149.99. Of course, the memory is G-Skill Ripjaws V 32GB. That's two 16GB sticks at DDR4 at 4600 MHz at CL19, coming in at $99.99. The storage is the Team Group MP44L 1TB M.2 PCIe 4.0, coming in at $42.49. The video card is the ASRock Challenger overclocker RX 7800 XT 16GB. Yes, coming in at $548.34. The case is the MSI MagForce 112R ATX mid-tower case, coming at $89.99. The power supply is the MSI MPG A850GF 850-watt 80+ gold fully modular power supply, coming at $107.98. The monitor is the MSI G272 QPF 27-inch at 2560 by 1440p 170 Hz, coming in at $239.99. The keyboard is the MSI Vigor RGB wired gaming keyboard, coming in at $23.61. The mouse is the MSI Clutch GM11, coming in at $17.98. The total of this build is $1,761.36. You have a mailing rebate of $10, which brings the shipping cost to $7.99, which brings your grand total to $1,759.35. Now, those are the builds of the last of the RX 7700 XT and the RX 7800 XT. Now, just like I said, to him and her, to the PC builders coming into the market new and old schoolers who already built their system or got their GPU, if you was new to the market, what would you change on these three terrific price lists? Now, performance of the GPU of the RX 7700 XT as well as the 7800 XT and the RX 7600 XT will be in the description below. Click on it, and if you're new to the market building your system for the first time and you have a friend that's helping you out, I will be putting how to update the BIOS on these motherboards. Just download the BIOS without putting in the CPU or memory. You just need to plug in your power supply, hit the Q flash switch, and you're off and running. I want to thank y'all for watching the last of the RDNA3 as AMD completed the RX 7000 lineup GPUs. Will we have the RX 8000 coming out? We will have to find out next year. But to all the viewers that took time to watch this video, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Alright everybody, now I'm coming with you with the final thoughts of what I think of the RX 7700 XT as well as the RX 7800 XT, and everybody who demoralized the RX 7600. I'm going to go ahead and give you my final thoughts of why these cards will stick around and there will be good use to how you use it. Okay, after watching all the benchmarking of all cards and gameplay, etc., these cards are here to stay. The numbers are there. Now, if you think different, then that's just on up to you. That's your opinion or her opinion. If these cards don't add up to the price point. And the main thing I said, price point, game enthusiasts in 2023 not doing a thing called FPS per dollar. So if it's not adding up to the FPS per the amount of how much the card is costing, then it will be a negative review going out on the card. And then yes, then you hear stuff like this, oh, Nvidia failed the mark again, or AMD just can't get it together with their GPUs. On the point perspective, it's not up to what people think on the reviews. It's how you process your information and how you're going to be using your system to your advantage. If you want a game on it, fine. Just like I said, the numbers are there. You could go ahead and look at every benchmark. You'll see benchmark going over 80 FPS. If it's over 80 FPS, just like I said, a percentage level, 80% is good and higher. The higher the FPS, the better the gameplay. Now, a lot of people make some mistakes in teaming these GPUs on high refresh rate monitors. Some of these GPUs, like the RX 7600, only could go up to 144 hertz refresh rate. If you go over that, then you're gonna go ahead and get sluggish on the GPU because now it's processing all the DPI in the monitor. Is these graphic cards are good to use for gaming? Yes. For video editing? Yes. Or if you just want to go ahead on and build you a nice entertainment system instead of buying Fire Sticks, Roku, or Google APTV app devices, then you can build you a nice system that's going to handle that 4 years down the line until you sit down and say, hey, I need to upgrade my hardware. But these GPUs are here to stay. Now, only thing I'm curious is that is AMD are going to do the end of life of the RX 7000 series as it start reaching its year limitation? Because we already know how Nvidia as well as AMD love to go ahead and put the end of life tag on their products. Are they going to do that? We don't know. Now, on the good point level, the RX 7600, 7700 XT, 7800 XT, as well as the 7900 GRE, which is the Golden Rabbit Edition. That GPU is sold overseas only. It's not nowhere in the US because it has the AI technology in that GPU. The RX 7900 XT, as well as the RX 7900 XTX. Are these GPUs affordable? Yes. All of them are under $1,000 price point than NVIDIA GPUs. They are affordable. But if we're going to sit down here and do the FPS, dollar per frame per second, then you're really screwing yourself over. And then you're ruining the potential level of somebody else buying that GPU for his or her needs. Now, for me, as well as a lot of people, I don't listen to the benchmarkers. I don't listen to anything. I go on my perspective, how I feel here, and how I'm processing it here. That's why I'm an enthusiast at heart. Are the GPUs sellable? Are they usable? Are they designed for what they're supposed to be used for, which is gaming? Yes. If you fall into that narrow-minded nonsense, then you're hurting yourself down the line. This is the end of the RDNA 3 lineup. The RX 7000 series is complete. And are they going to be sticking around for a long, long, long time? Thank you for watching.